Hello there. I'm here to help you learn how to calculate slope from 2 points. Now, there are a few ways you can do this. First, I'm going to show you the way that most teachers teach it. And then, if that doesn't work for you too well, then I'll show you another way. But first, I'm just going to go through this method. Alright, so first, if the points are not written right next to each other like this, your first step is going to be to write them next to each other. Once you have that, label them like this. Left to right, you go x1 for your x coordinate, y1 for your y coordinate, and you move on to the next point. That's x2, x2, y2. Alright, once you have that, look up the formula if you forgot it, or I'll just give it to you as well. We do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now, if you're used to formulas and you're okay, all you do now is plug in the numbers that match the labels. I'm just going to recopy the formula. Alright, and we're going to use y first. So we're going to do y2 minus y1. It's going to be 4 minus 0 over, and then x2 is 4 as well, minus 2. Alright, now 4 minus 0, that's just 4. 4 minus 2, that's just 2. And the very last thing is to divide. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So our final answer is m equals 2, which I got from m from the equation and the 2 we just got. Now, if that was weird, there is another way. Before I get into that, I'm just going to show you what would happen if our numbers were swapped. Meaning, if for some reason the first point is bigger, the first step would be the same. It's to write those points next to each other. Next, x1, y1, x2, y2. Alright, and we would use that same formula up in pink up there. Now let's see how that works out. So now it's going to be 0 minus 4 over 2 minus 4. Alright, so what's going to happen is our numbers are going to be negative. And what ends up working out is they're both negative. So let's see what happens with that. 0 minus 4 is negative 4. 2 minus 4 is negative 2. So that's exactly two negatives, which are going to cancel and give me positive 2 again. So it does not matter which point you start with. What matters is that you are consistent. What that means is you can't just put any number anywhere, anytime, but you need to make sure one point goes with the first. So x1, y1, x2, y2. You can't just only do x1, y1, x1, y1. You have to use both points, but it doesn't matter what order you do that in. Alright, so just to make it a little more clear, the final answer to that other way is also still m equals 2. Alright, now for the other method. So this method has more clear steps than the ones we just did if you're not used to formulas. So what we're going to do for this next one is stack, and then we'll subtract, label, and then finally divide. Alright, so our points were 2, 0, and 4, 4. So by stack, I mean write them on top of each other like that. Next, we subtract. Alright, 2 minus 4, as we saw earlier, is negative 2. 0 minus 4 is negative 4. All right, now we're going to label. So that's going to be the bottom. So I'm going to put a capital B. Capital B goes for that first number. Second number gets a capital T. And those letters mean something. So we're going to do the top, or T, over the bottom, or capital B. So basically, our slope is T over B. So that's going to be negative 4 divided by negative 2, which, as we saw, is just 2. So our final answer is, once again, m equals 2. Alrighty, I know that was a lot, but hopefully that later method is a little more clear if you need that clarification. If you want to see more examples, please comment below. Other than that, thanks for watching.